Dobrodošli u Jazeera Business, ja sam Jako Vavra. Vještačka inteligencija, digitalna transformacija, blockchain tehnologija i reforma obrazovanja bile su to najvažnije teme na konferenciji Windows 18 u Poreču. Šta je to nova industrijska revolucija i kako se države trebaju postaviti prema njoj? U narednim minutama tražimo odgovore na ta pitanja.
The way to stop that is to apply a degree of...
It is a new era. It's how businesses adopt the use of machine learning and artificial intelligence is really up to them. It's one of those things where it's a tool to be used. And there are already companies using it and using it to great, competitive advantage. And there are also ones that are completely ignoring the fact that this sort of new era exists, and those are the ones that really need to be careful about being left behind. And we're seeing a lot of implementation of AI in the financial sector, for example. There are hedge funds that are now completely operated by AI, so no human actually makes decisions on long-term investment, not short-term, but long-term investment. And there are also companies using AIs in material development, in development of food and produce and consumables. And there are drinks companies that are using AI to crunch enormous amounts of data so they can reformulate their recipe for the drink, 12 times in 1 year rather than once every 4 or 5 years. So the opportunities are there in literally every business you can. It's just how you want to use it. It is literally a tool in business, and whether you want to use it or not. And we find at Wired that the companies that are willing to embrace this level of AI and you work out ways that they can gain competitive advantage are the ones that are really forging ahead, and it's the ones that are trying to ignore that this is happening are the ones that are getting left behind.
So for me, I'm absolutely one of these people that thinks artificial intelligence is a benefit for humanity. I think we get stuck on asking the question of how smart are we going to make the machines, and are we going to be afraid of how smart they come? And actually, I flip that question the other way, and I say, how smart are the machines going to make us? How are they going to make us more productive, able to address and take on challenges that we couldn't take on before? So I am absolutely an opportunity person when it comes to artificial intelligence.
There are no doubt going to be some businesses, some jobs that are going to be radically altered by artificial intelligence or machine learning. One example being in autonomous vehicles, the development of autonomous vehicles. If you look at the number of people that work in delivery driving or logistics, when you consider that 25% of the cost of the truck is the driver, this is something that is going to affect a lot of people, particularly in the United States, where a great number of the most popular jobs in, I think, 40 of the 50 states or 52 states is delivery driver or truck driver. And so this is a tremendously prevalent role that is going to be affected quite drastically by this. And obviously, and then also autonomous vehicles are going to be used in shipping as well. And so that's going to be, and that's the advantage there is that piracy will be dealt with to a certain degree. Now, also, you have to remember there are tremendous benefits that are coming along with AI as well. It's not just all threat and what we have to do. The idea is that AI will far more likely save your life than take it. Companies are developing wearables that will predict whether you're going to have a heart attack in the next 20, 30 days using machine learning. And so you'll get a message saying, go to the doctor, you're going to have a heart attack, rather than wait until you have a heart attack and then go to hospital. These are the sort of developments AI that we're particularly excited by. But yes, AI will have negative effects, but then every industrial revolution or change has seen that sort of shift in how we work and how we operate. Was it a bad idea to invent the cotton gin, for example, that brought about the Industrial Revolution? Arguing whether we should have invented AI is like asking whether we should have invented fire. You can't. It's just something that's happened. It's how we use it now, which will determine whether it is good or bad.
I'm not a believer that this is going to drive mass unemployment. It's not at all. I think we're going to see a new class of jobs emerge, jobs where AI is helping somebody in a role. Jobs will evolve, new jobs will be created. So I think the challenge that we have isn't to think about mass unemployment or displacement of jobs. The challenge we have as a society is how do we equip our people and the current workers and our future workforce to operate in those new jobs going forwards and those new ways of working. You know, we already have some countries where unemployment is very, very low. We're going to need AI to help us do some of the work that we'll need to do going forwards. So I'm not overly concerned by that. I think that's a very negative view. I tend to think more on the creation side, the new job side, but definitely we all have a responsibility to upskill and move people forwards. In terms of disruption in the industry, I think we're going to see a lot of change. We're already seeing it in some places. We're seeing things like in Romania at Banca Transilvania, they've built a bot that provides a 24-hour, 24/7 service now to younger people who want to operate with the bank over messenger services. They don't want to go in a branch, they don't want to call a call center, they want to use a messenger service. We're already seeing telecommunications companies deploying this as well to try and understand better whether people are likely to leave their service or what they should do to try and keep them. So I think no matter which industry you look at, digitization is coming. New channels of working is coming. Disintermediation is another big topic, so removing the middleman, so to speak, is coming. And a lot of that's enabled by technologies like AI, blockchain, and the move to use data to do more intelligent and automated decision making.
Well, I think blockchain is an amazing technology. You know, it's the fact that it creates this database where you have data which is immutable, verifiable, and traceable, where you can't really edit the data that is being used and shared by different organizations. Creates this amazing opportunity to really reinvent the industries and rethink how we develop the industries. And the fact that we take out the intermediary and we can create the supply chains and these networks which are a lot more efficient. So I think, you know, blockchain has a potential to really disrupt every industry, from financial to travel to retail to whatever you can think of. But not only for business, but I also think that blockchain really has a potential to improve our world, to create a better world where we can use blockchain to reduce poverty, or where we can use blockchain to help solve climate change. Or reduce the effects of climate change. And that's also a book I just wrote about together with my co-author Philippa Ryan on how blockchain can be used for social good, where we looked at the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals and see how blockchain can be used to help achieve those objectives. And as it seems, blockchain has a true potential to help with that as well. So I think blockchain is an amazing technology. It's still a very new technology, so there's a lot of challenges that need to be solved. But in the end, it has a massive potential to really create a better world.
So I would say every government around the world is already looking at AI. There are some countries that maybe are more digital than others right now. I mean, the classic example is somewhere like Estonia that is really, you know, it's an amazing place in terms of embracing the digital world. But I think everybody's doing elements of it. We are starting to work with some governments, for example, to look again, coming back at bot services and AI. Can we start delivering new services to citizens where they can get answers to questions that they have around tax and or immigration or passports or things like that, where you simply, the number of citizens coming and asking these questions and looking for answers is huge, and you know, providing all these services with individuals is very costly. So how can we use our government resources more effectively while still providing the services that us as citizens, myself included, actually need and want? How can they deploy this technology, for example, to spot tax fraud, so that we can make sure the right taxes are being collected so that we can provide better and more services? So I think all governments are already in the analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence space. Some are maybe further along than some others, because ultimately you need to have data to start doing this, and you need to have quite a progressive mindset to start heading in that direction.
način na koji je edukacija postavljena sad bio je za prvu, drugu i treću industrijsku revoluciju, a sad govorimo o četvrtoj koja kaže da međa između digitalnog i fizičkog stvarno je tanka. Svi visoko plaćeni poslovi dolaze baš iz te, ajmo reći, četvrte industrijske revolucije i traži se digitalno izobražene ljude. Tako da to već sad postoji. Ako sad počnemo, sistemi kakve imamo, treba 8 godina da se mijenja kurikulum, a nakon 8 godina što ćemo uvesti sad već tad neće biti zanimljivo. Tako da treba na političkom vrhu napraviti neke promjene u tom smislu da mogu škole brže mijenjati kurikulum koji će biti prilagođen potrebama novih, ajmo reći, ili tvrtki ili ljudi i tako dalje. Djeca to jako lako osvajaju. Mislim da je veći problem u nama jer želimo neke stvari prezakomplicirati. Njima je to stavljeno u zipku jer govorimo o generaciji koja će prije znati raditi nešto na skrinu nego pisati. Ok, pisati treba učiti još uvijek, tako da veći je problem učitelja i nas samih nego djece. Oni stvarno brzo osvajaju stvari i brzo uče, tako da mislim da tu nema problema. I studije pokazuju da ako gledamo prvi razred, koja je motiviranost učenika kad ulaze u prvi razred stvarno je visoka. A onda već krajem drugom, početkom trećeg razreda njihova motiviranost pada. Jer zašto? Oni ulaze u razred iz svijeta kojeg poznavaju od prije, znači vide i na televiziji, vide šta se sve dešava, i kod kuće imaju neke stvari koje su nove, tehnologiju i sve to, a ulaze u razred i mi njima kažemo, baš u sadašnjem sistemu, sad sve to što ste vidjeli da postoji, ostavite tamo, ulazite u razred, sjedite, pišite i slušajte šta vam mi imamo reći. Ako gledamo državu kao takvu, ne samo Hrvatsku i ostale, mislim da je znanje dosta nisko. Imamo par ljudi koji se zanimaju i same ulaze u to, ali neke edukacije ili kroz školski sistem ili kroz neke webinare ili nešto nema. A mediji, ja ću ovako reći, puno puta rađe pokrivaju neke stvari koje se, ajmo reći, dese i zanimljive su zbog gledanosti, a ne ispostavljaju neke stvari koje su dobre i možda bi mogle pripomoći dobrobiti cijele države.
Munjeviti tehnološki razvoj sa sobom nosi i veoma kompleksne sigurnosne izazove. Nera Kozerić je na Microsoftovoj konferenciji u Neumu imala priliku razgovarati sa stručnjacima iz ove oblasti. Pogledajmo šta je snimila.
Well, you know, cybersecurity is a very growing subject, and there are a couple of challenges like this that are worth paying attention to. One of those is obviously still ransomware, so in a different forms, getting into that direction pretty much of the public shaming. So if people don't pay, then their data, for example, is going to be revealed to public, or their picture is going to be revealed to public. So this is pretty much something that works right now. Also things like espionage, so the situations where the companies decide to hire someone and that person appears to be trustworthy, but the reality is that this person is supposed to collect internally some information, for example, for competition. And that is actually quite an interesting subject as well, because when we hire someone from IT or cybersecurity, do we really do an appropriate background check of that person? Yes, because by default that person gets access to all the important company's assets. Yes, and is there any specific procedure in HR while hiring people to check who this person really could be, and or at least to minimize risk? So these are the ones that are out there. Of course, still ongoing subject, it's a denial of service, or distributed denial of service, so all the different types of attacks that supposed to put your business down, and that really depends on how much money for that attack you've got.
Trenutno, ako gledamo cyber security kao ajmo reći, nauku na neki način, U većinom slučajeva je jedan od najbitnijih problema da količina podataka koje svaka organizacija prikupi, digitalnih podataka na kraju dana se sve više i više uvećava, manje više nema kraja kad bolje razmislimo, onda broj ljudi ili broj kontrola koje moramo imati u organizaciji da te podatke nadgledaju, brinu se o njihovoj bezbednosti isto raste možda proporcionalno i onda na kraju dana broj ljudi adekvatnih koji taj posao mogu da rade. Znači, govorimo o educiranim ljudima koji su specijalizirani za tu namjenu, u biti je deficitaran. Tako da su predviđanja da će u sljedećih 10-15 godina to postati jedna od, ajmo reći, najunosnijih grana i grana gdje se ljudi traže sve više i više da rade taj posao.
Napadači su postali prilično institucionalizovani, to jest mnogo su organizovani. Jednostavno, sa druge strane, ono što treba da odbranimo je postalo mnogo bitnije u poslovanju, u vladama, u celim državama. Mnogo više se oslanjamo na informacijne tehnologije. Tako da jednostavno i svaki udar pravi mnogo veću štetu, tako da postoji mnogo značajnije zaštititi tako nešto, a s druge strane, kao što sam rekao, resursi s kojima raspolažu napadači su mnogo moćniji.
Well, the principle of cybersecurity is that we don't share the stuff that we don't want to, yes? If we want to share a picture where we are with family on a vacation, okay, great. But let's do it with the high awareness, yes, that, I want to show everybody that I'm here or there or something. Yes, okay, fine, but we need to be aware that someone else can read this information. And do we agree with that fact? And if the answer is yes, then okay. If it's about the harvesting information that is done by other subsidiaries, etc., and again, the principle of hiring someone trustworthy comes in. Also, what we don't want to share, we don't share comes in. So it is possible, of course, to have a secure environment without the risk of being harvested or with a minimal risk of being harvested by implementing current technologies, for example. Yes, you have a possibility to protect your information and only target it to the people that are supposed to read it.
Ta je neka večita borba kao između mačke i miša. Uvek neko pokuša da probije sistem, neko drugi pokušava da ga zaštiti. Tako da tradicionalne mere koje većinom kompanija ima su već na nekoj razini stigli. Sad je pitanje kako se to može komplementirati, da li sa dopunskim resursima ili upotrebu recimo mašinskih ili artificial intelligence algoritama koji bi dopunski mogli obezbediti te podatke. Možete naći puno savjeta, recimo, ne znam, top 5, top 10, top 15 načina kako se zaštititi, ali uglavnom najveći rizik u celom tom konceptu smo mi ljudi na kraju dana. Jer sve kreće od nas, tako da bilo koji neki seriozniji data breach koji je od sofisticirane prirode, onda je uglavnom baziran na analizu tog sustava, onda pronalaženje slabih tačaka i onda probiv. Sad, koliko je napad sofisticiraniji, onda je teže otkriti ga. Jer u biti taj koji to radi, ne radi da bi se pohvalio da je napao ili da je ukrao, ne znam, 100 miliona kreditnih kartica, brojeva, nego da dođe u taj sustav i da proba harvestirati te podatke i izađe iz sustava da niko ne vidi da je tamo bio.
Postoji neka institucionalna organizacija koja će shvatiti potrebu za unapređenjem nivoa bezbednosti. To su ti neki certovi koje države moraju da organizuju. Ono što po zapadu, na primjer, imamo čak da ti državni certovi imaju proširene ingerencije čak i na privatni sektor, jer danas, ne znam, evo primjer sad u Hrvatskoj, vidjeli smo koliki je potres izazvao sve što se dešava oko Agrokora. Postoje više takvih kompanija. Jednostavno, uticaj na takve kompanije danas ima uticaj i na cijele države, tako da države moraju jednostavno da naprave mehanizme koji će omogućiti da zaštitimo prvo države, a onda i sve od čega te države zavise. Mi, na primjer, danas imamo situaciju da veliki broj kompanija čak i nema osobu koja će se primarno baviti pitanjima bezbednosti. A čak i kad imaju takve osobe, te osobe nemaju dovoljno ingerencija da se ozbiljno bave svojim poslom.
Are hackers one step ahead? Well, it's a very good question. It depends what hackers and depends over who. Because I mean, we can create a very nice IT environment that will not allow hackers to be one step ahead. So they're going to be as long as we allow them, and I think that would be my answer here.
Ako ga nađete, reći će vam da, a ako pitate chief security officer iz neke banke, recimo, ili iz uprave ili iz bilo koje kompanije, reći će vam da su napred. U biti je, da, uvijek je, ajmo reći, mrtva trka. Neko nešto napravi, obezbedi taj sistem, onda poslije nekog vremena se otkrije neki problem, Ali generalno, recimo, sam imao par prilika pričati sa ovim ljudima koji rade ethical hacking, jer rade penetracijske testove i testiraju sisteme drugih kompanija. Kažu da su u biti, par ljudi mi je reklo da su uvijek našli nekako kako da uđu u taj sustav i onda recimo pronašli neki bug ili neki propust, da li bezbednostni, da li aplikacijski, da su mogli da uđu u taj sistem. Tako da borba još uvijek traje i
Artificial intelligence, it's a great concept right now. We are not fully executing its capabilities within the current world. I'm waiting for that moment absolutely to come. But when we combine that, for example, with machine learning, and these are just these two things, they go together, then we can actually use it more for the defense and also for the bad reason as well. But currently, machine learning, for example, is used for recognition of the different types of threats.
Umjetna inteligencija, kad se pojavilo cloud računarstvo i kad su sami računari, čak što više telefoni koji imaju veliki moć procesiranja podataka, količinu memorije i tih komponenti, onda je omogućilo da se ti algoritmi sve više i više koriste ne samo za predikciju, ne znam, od naših socijalnih interakcija koje imamo, čak što više i sve više se koristi u zadnjih par godina u poslovnom okruženju, specifično oko samog security-a i u biti se koriste kao dodatak tekovnih security sistema koje neka organizacija ima i kao ispomoć ljudi, neki vid kao security intelligence ili security analytics, gdje bi mogli brže se ljudi odgovoriti na neka potencijalne probleme koja tvrtka ima ili kad je u situacija napada na sustav i onda samo komplementiraju i nadograđuju ostala rješenja koje imamo. Neka predviđanja od cyber eksperta su da će za par godina cyber ratovi biti između dva vještačke inteligencije, dva sustava vještačke inteligencije koji su napravili dobri i loši na kraju dana, jer kako oni koji brane te sisteme i koji se brinu da bezbednost tih podataka bude na visokoj razini, tako se i ovi s druge strane isto su pametni ljudi, sposobni, educirani i onda traže način kako da probiju tu odbranu. Tako da je ona uvijek večita borba između dobra i zla, tako da kažem.
S jedne strane, artificial intelligence je velika prijetnja po bezbednost, zato što jednostavno ono što čovjek može sam da se seti i uradi, nikad neće biti toliko dobro koliko računari mogu da unesu, da kažemo, novog kvaliteta u te napade. Međutim, sa druge strane, mi vještačku inteligenciju možemo da koristimo i u napadu, kao u napadu, tako možemo da koristimo i u odbrani, što sve više činimo. Naprimjer, ono što su danas čak postali vrlo dostupni sistemi koji, naprimjer, prate ponašanje korisnika i učesnika u informacionom sistemu. Tako da mi sad možemo da otkrijemo vrlo rano odstupanja od standardnog ponašanja nekog korisnika i tako da otkrijemo da u stvari postoji neki problem sa njegovim identitetom.
If I could advise something is that cybersecurity has one characteristic, a context. So while you are browsing internet and you are, let's say, a home user, what you should pay attention to is what is your current context? Where are you? Like if you're browsing a certain website, why you're getting information about something else? Yeah, so that's the concept. For example, if I'm not expecting email from UPS or DHL or any other courier company, then why am I getting it? So that's my point. Yeah? So we really need to think actively about what's my workplace about and what's not supposed to be in it, what's not expected, and that's the first advice.
Mi smo uvijek povezani. I to nam je ono kao voda, kao vazduh, kao struja. Znači, postalo je ono što kažu Amerikanci commodity. Znači, nama je normalno da budemo povezani u današnje vrijeme, normalno i nama starijima, normalno i mlađim generacijama. I generalno, prva tačka o kojoj ja bi iskreno razmišljao i tako kažem obično ljudima je ono, moja privatnost da bude zaštićena, to znači da upotrebljam određene mehanizme kako bi ja to zaštitio. Znači da na kraju krajeva što god se pojavi na ekranu, bilo u formi maila, pop-up prozora ili neke poruke, da prvo pročitam i možda malo kratko razmislim, jer ipak ja sam single point of failure u tom cijelom sistemu. Ako ja napravim nešto što će zagroziti bezbednost, da li mog telefona, laptopa ili šta god ja koristio, onda uvijek krene sa moje strane. Kad je već taj, recimo, ajmo reći, hakerski neki sadržaj ili potencijalni virus došao do mene kao krajnjeg korisnika.
Pa jednostavno ono što je vrlo jednostavno. Danas svi najpopularniji sajtovi za Facebook, Twitter, Google servisi, Microsoft servisi, svi oni nude danas vrlo jednostavno korišćenje onog drugog faktora autentifikacije. Znači, pored username i passworda, da vam stigne neko obaveštenje na telefon, da vi morate da potvrdite, da vi znate da ste vi inicirali autentifikaciju na takav servis. To je nešto što bukvalno svako u par sekundi može da uradi, a značajno podiže nivo bezbednosti korišćenja interneta.
Gledali ste Jazeera Business. Naredni put pozdravit ću vas iz našeg studija u Sarajevu. Hvala na pažnji.